Hello, jury. My name is Hunter Escalante. I'm your expert witness. I'm a student at Florida International University, a senior. It's my final year. I got a associate's degree in criminology from Broward College and Associates of Arts with high honors in December of 2022, and I'm currently trying to pursue my bachelor's degree in FIU. The topic today that I would like to speak to you, the jury, is about CSI effect, such as the way that the people and our society look at shows and things like that, and the influence that it could bring uh, to many of us, including myself, since I love those shows too. Getting the experimental type of analysis on them and seeing if their answers vary compared to someone that has not watched those shows and doesn't have an answer towards these particular things. I'm going to be sharing some clips and showing you my PowerPoint presentations on some of the clips of the shows that we have seen as well, including probably yourself, um, and how they look. But I'm gonna start off also with my opinion and my results based on this and how I feel about this. I believe that the shows do depict a little bit over dramatized and they are a bit dramatic, really, with certain things, as you're gonna see through some of the slides that they're either very, doing things that a prosecutor wouldn't really do, like talking about a case in front of the courthouse that is a little unprofessional, not really confidential, or just them basing it off of one particular piece of evidence, which in court you can't base yourself on just one particular piece. You have various amounts of evidence that you can use. Um, and just overall, just basing it a lot on forensic science that just this is the only way, like fingerprint and this and that, and just that if that's the only way to determine it, and if there's not enough information, there's obviously other ways that you can go about it. So I believe personally that after looking at it, that it's definitely changes, it's not realistic to the way the trials would be in the real life of court compared to the TV shows and stuff like that. Um so let me just show you a couple of my videos. So be in mind, let me just share my screen so you can see it. So this is my thing. It's the CSI Effect Testimony. Bones. I'm assuming you guys have seen on Fox. Um, Here I have a clip that I would want to show you. Let me just get to that right now. I'm going to share with you my screen itself. So here's my screen, and let's just, you can see it. This is a scene from Bones, as you can see here.
Dr. Brennan? Don't charm, Michael.
I think and this is them personally.
You think I should be more rational?
Speaking.
Yes. Go to hell.
Like, you're not the only one
in
that the
front
jury
of
can solve.
the
Difference is I listened to what he told me to create reasonable doubt. That's what I did.
This one isn't
and
about
as you can see, they have
showing up
very
student.
they
It's
seem a
about
little
putting
against each other,
forth
defensive,
girl.
but it's
You
also
can't personalize the work.
Do you remember in Central
pretty
America,
dramatic,
standing in a
as you
mass
can
parade,
see. It's not
you
professional.
knew that they were
It's
probably the same
it's out in
soldiers
the
who killed
open.
people
Pretty much
Vietnam.
anyone that
I was just a
is
student.
defense
It was
or get
weird. I
or
turned to you and I
even
asked,
for it,
what do we do?
they could just
That
be
was a different
hearing
place and a radically different
their
country.
opinions and
said
what they feel is
the
right,
truth.
which is
You do
definitely not the right
flinch.
way to do it. So this, as you can see here, just shows the unprofessionalism,
Meredith,
especially them being in court.
I'm a forensic anthropologist.
And it just seems like
There
it
must be
has
some
that
reason you chose
flair
to do
that
without a
it's not
bit
as
of the career of
real.
someone of your intelligence would have chosen.
As
Was
you
there
can
some
see here, it's just
emotional reason, perhaps?
Objection, relevance, Your Honor.
I don't
Just-
see how this pertains to the case.
Dr. Brennan is
Yeah,
cold,
see, it's
distant,
just
and
very,
alienating, Your Honor.
Hey,
it's very
I need the jury to
TV,
understand
TV
why she's
drama
so
like,
cold.
not so much
So that they might be willing to accept her testimony.
realism
Your
in
personality
this
issues are
whatsoever.
not relevant to this case.
So now we're also going to look at a scene with Criminal Minds. I'm assuming it's a very big show that many have seen, including myself. So as you can see here,
Your profile
of the killer that led you and the police to my client's door that night?
Behavioral analysis was a factor in our investigation, yes.
And was behavioral analysis also a factor in the Olympic Park bombings case in Atlanta?
Yes, it was.
And was that suspect you identified, Richard Jewell, ever convicted of the bombings?
Objection. Relevance.
Goes to the credibility of the witness and his field.
I'll allow it.
No, he was not convicted.
Because he was innocent. Your profile led you to the wrong man.
Here you
Jewel
can
was not
see
the
that
perpetrator, but if you look at the
he's just
real Olympic
basing
Park
himself
bomber,
off
Eric
of this
Rudolph, you'll see that our
profile. That's all
profile
he's
was dead
basing.
on.
Well, how about if we look at the Baton Rouge?
And you can't base in court just profile just because that's the description of the way it is, then he's the guy. Obviously, there is people that do have similarities, even doppelganger type of people that they're super close, or just people that just have just in general similarities. You know, someone could be the same height as them, same color of hair, same eye color. It's just, it varies. That's why I think here
Your unit said
he
that he
just
was
seems
white
aggressive
and living in the city.
and just
He was
basing
black
off of
and from the
something that
suburbs.
in
He
real,
said
in
the
reality,
with any greater
you
accuracy
wouldn't
than
be
a
able to
carnival
do that.
psychic.
It would obviously
Objection.
be an
Withdraw
objection,
it.
like the way it's mentioned in the show as well.
Charcoal gray.
But furthermore, I'm just labeling also the last part, which is my detailed analysis on this. And this really all started with the 1950s and their evolution of the TV and getting into all this. And this is what created, you know, these shows to be big and people that are so interested to get into this field. It's all about you know, this was the start, and obviously it became more dramatized and more throughout, and now pretty much it's like if you like these shows, you like them, but at the same time, if you're a juror at some point in time, don't expect it to be you know, just like this, that it's going to be with enough detail or just so simple and easy with a bunch of evidence to just put someone away that easy. So I personally believe in my end that you know, it's just, does it help? It doesn't really help really if you watch these shows before going into being a juror, personally, but I mean, they are very fun and you know, interesting to watch, you know, and entertaining, including myself and probably many others. But as I looked into also some of the study that I've seen in my presentation that I have given through some of the articles and stuff, they have mentioned that 18-year-old and older jurors that have watched these shows have thought that there was going to be so much more evidence when there was like a mock trial and stuff like that. In the end, there was not as much evidence, and they were surprised that there was other things that you can use to put someone away in trial compared to just forensic stuff. So definitely it was a shocker to them, and even a little shocker to me even to think that they would believe such thing like that. But overall, from my personal belief, I just feel that the CSI effect on people is true, and definitely having an open mindset to exploring other things and looking at more the realism approach would be the right call. But thank you guys so much for the presentation.